time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TG Bowser, and joining me today is my co-host, Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And Big Johnny D.
What's going on, Gorehounds?
And the killing machine himself, Bobby Amone.
The fuck are you?
So today is August 24th, 2020, and we got a banger of an episode for you today with Deep Star 6 from 1989, the last of our underwater
Oh,
saga.
no, it's not. It is not.
Oh, God, it's not.
What is
I love
Oh,
It is, but it isn't.
Here's the
he's
last?
going to add Lords of the Deep, and I'm just going to jump out the window.
No,
That'd be
no. The last one's Deep Rising.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, that
You know,
doesn't.
I gotta tell you something.
No, that's not the. Yeah. Okay.
These movies go deep.
Okay, guys. So, before we get into talking about the film, let's talk about our lives with the slice of life. Big Johnny D, what'd you do?
What did I do? Well,
What'd you do?
yesterday I took some time out of my day and made a podcast with a very sexy man. It's actually up in the top corner here, and
You pointed to Bobby, you know.
you know what?
I appreciate the compliment.
And I mean, either way, we all know Bobby is very sexy.
Thank you.
What is it? Sex machine?
Yes, I'm making cosplay.
Yes.
Sex
There you go.
underscore
Machine cosplay
machine
69.
underscore cosplay
Yeah.
69.
It's like, why?
It's going to be Bobbert and then his last name backwards.
Yes.
So enjoy.
No, so we hit episode 10 finally. We hit our double digits of Wake and Bake. And yo, check that shit out. We definitely we pretty much make a little bit, we make love to the DC fan drop this weekend, fandom drop. And it was so good. But yeah, go check that shit out. And then yesterday after the fact, I got to hang out with some friends that I haven't seen shit, dude, since the whole like fucking quarantine lockdown shit, dude. So it's been some months. And so our daughters got to have a play date. That was nice. And then the shittiest part right now is literally an hour before this podcast, for some reason, a bee decided to fuck me up in the face, dude. It just was like, hey, fuck you, and just started stinging the shit out of me right behind my glasses, dude. So right now, so my headphones are literally like, my whole head is just throbbing on this side. But I took like
Thank you for pushing through the pain, brother.
Yo, man, it's all for the podcast.
Smoke that shit up and be like, life's all good.
There we go.
I rocked a bunch of ibuprofen and shit too, so we'll get through this. But other than that, Chad, my brother, how you been?
Not too bad. Like I said, last week I had to leave early to go get my car, so it's nice and running well now. Aside from that, worked a lot of long hours. I am actually on the last of a 3-day weekend, the last day of the 3-day weekend, because I have to work Tuesday through Sunday. Lots of long hours there. That's gonna kind of suck.
Yeah, terrible. No.
But no, other than that, just spending time with the wife and the kids, playing some PS4, still playing through Dishonored 2, which is not a bad game.
Nice.
Like you guys, I was keeping up somewhat on the DC Fandom event. I'm sure we'll be talking more about that later. Save that for the after movie talk.
Oh my god! Right?
I'm sure TJ has a lot to say about it.
Dude, there was more drops
I
today.
haven't talked to Chad yet, so we're good.
All right.
But other than that, it's been pretty lazy around here, praying for some rain. We actually got a call today from the water company saying to conserve water. We are that dry here now.
Really?
Oh, yeah. My yard is dead. My yard is absolutely dead.
You need to lick it,
Like
man.
in
You need to
Vegas.
lick it. Spit on it.
Bobby, can we get a demonstration for the ladies at home?
No.
We have not gotten for your lady at home, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Are you
true.
saying now that you are one with a female that we can no longer get the vulgar licking of the microphone?
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
Wow.
This is an atrocity.
His face. Was
He's
worth
been neutered.
His face was worth that reaction.
John, we need something just as crazy to replace it. I hope you come in clutch.
Hmm.
Johnny's,
He's thinking. He's thinking.
Okay. So where are we? Where are we?
Let's go. Let's move on to Bobby. How was your week, buddy?
It was good. Spending time with friends, family, and my girlfriend. And I got a couple of new little horror merchandise things here. I finally got myself, or my girlfriend got me, a House of Wax, original House of Wax poster, now hanging in my room. It's wonderful.
Must clarify to avoid lynching.
Listen, the only good thing about the remake of House of Wax was the death of what's her name?
Paris Hilton.
Yeah, Paris Hilton. That's it.
Now I'm assuming that's a reprint and not the original.
If it was an original, I don't think I'd have it up. I'd have it hidden away. It wouldn't be up.
Whoa, we lost Chad. He needs to go hardwired.
Oh shit, he needs to go hard.
We'll use
But,
the trio. There we go.
But yeah, got a couple of things going on here. Cosplay wise, Jason is still in the works. I mean, there's no shows, so there's really no rush. But
Right.
Wait.
What?
You better talk about Mikey.
Oh yes, and there I did a little shoot this past Saturday with my friend Lisa as Michael, and
Awesome.
she just released 2 pictures today, or no, yesterday.
I'm
And
gonna
then
pop those up.
And then
Hey, there he is.
she has a lot, well, not a ton more, but
Did you post them on Facey or Insta?
Facebook. They are up there.
Did we get a new hedge shot?
Yes, you'll eventually see that.
Okay.
So that
That's making me sweaty when I see Bobby next to a hedge.
She edited 2, but she didn't edit the rest yet. So, but yeah, that's been my first photo shoot since February. Ever since that pandemic,
gravestone.
Nothing going on. Yeah, let me tell you something. That little gravestone, fucking so much detail in it in person. Like, if you put it in a cemetery, you'd probably be like, "Oh shit, is that real?"
It probably. So you're saying it would look better than the headstones in Return of the Living Dead Part 2?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. But yeah. So there'll be more pictures from that and such. So that's what's been going on with me, boss man. What about you?
So, as I do every week, I did podcast here, podcast there, podcast everywhere. As you can see, there's the picture of Robert in full Halloween 4 garb.
Ooh.
Yes.
Love it.
Pop that down and pull his sexy face back up before I continue with my slice of life. But yesterday recorded with Big Johnny D, of course. Saturday did a rabbit hole with Andres. Yeah, now I said it right. Andres Jones. Andros. That's how you say it. Great. I found out that he plays Jeff in the video game Night Trap.
Okay.
Yes. If you've ever played that, it's a great game. And yeah, if you guys don't know who Andros is, he is Rick from Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Super cool guy. Super into podcasts. OG podcaster. Been doing podcasts for like 20 years now. Super inspirational to hear him talk about just doing his show and stuff and how passionate he is about it after so long. And I hope that one day that I get to that level and that I just have this massive archive of episodes that we can go back into. I want fans to eventually feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stuff we have on the website. I mean, that's a legacy, baby.
Yeah.
For sure. But did some work on the website, uploaded some new episodes, scheduled a power hour for tomorrow with the author of the comic book Parallel. Lots of cool stuff. It's a comic that focuses on men's mental health and a story that kind of touches on such a stigmatized, subject. So if you guys can check that out, it's by Jason Douglas. The comic's called Parallel. I will be interviewing him tomorrow. So stay tuned on the Project Louder Facebook and projectlouder.net for that episode. And of course, for this new episode 99 of your favorite horror movie podcast.
Yeah.
The Gore N More podcast. Yes. So for episode 99, we have 1989's Deep Star 6, directed by Sean Cunningham, written by Louis Abernathy and Jeff Miller. Please, everybody should spell their name. Yeah, everyone should spell Jeff like that. I feel like if you're spelled the other way, you're doing it wrong. Produced by
Geoff.
Sean Cunningham,
Geoff?
Patrick
Yes.
Markey. Oh my lord, Taurine
I don't even know.
Black. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Captain Philip Landlaw, station commander. Nancy Everhard as Royce Collins. Cindy Pickett as Dr. Diane Norris, the physician. Miguel Farah as Snyder. Greg Evigan as McBride. Matt McCoy as Jim Richardson. Nia Peoples as Dr. Scarpelli. Marius Wayers as John Van Gedder. Ayla Baskins, oh shit, as Dr.
You are butchering these names.
Tom Bray as Johnny Hodges, Ron Carroll as Osborne, music by Harry Manfredini. Cinematography by Mac Alberg, edited by David Hansen, distributed by TriStar Pictures, released January 13th, 1989. Runtime of 99 midgets, budget $8 million, grossed 8.1. Not a lot of fucking profit to be made.
Not
there.
really.
None at all, really.
I'm gonna drop Chad down there, and then I'm gonna.
All I gotta say is Delibelazes.
Oh, just lost it. I'm so stupid.
God fucking damn it!
I lost it. I'm sorry, guys. Here, it's in my history.
Fucking it up.
I apologize. You got to understand the buttons I'm working with are really tiny.
That's what she said.
There we are.
Super film grainy.
Below the surface of the sea,
Roger Simmons says, "What's up?"
far below, in impenetrable darkness, at unimaginable pressure, no form of life we know could possibly exist. Here, there is only silence. And the crew of Deep Star 6.
6 months at the bottom of the ocean. It's more than I bargained for.
They are explorers.
Let's bring it aboard and get the hell out of here.
What's the matter? You gonna let a few ugly fish scare you?
They are invaders.
Okay, boys and girls, don't try this at home.
In a world which no human being has ever entered.
Sonar contact.
Down here?
I'd like to go out and take a look.
Contact closing. 300 meters.
The hell is that?
250.
Look at that mother.
200 meters. 150 meters.
I think we're in big trouble, boss.
100 meters. Get the hell out of here.
Now, they are about to make a startling discovery. Not all aliens come from space. Deep Star 6.
We're gonna have to go back down there. That's they killed half our crew.
Brown Star 8.
Save your last breath to scream.
I call that a underwater graboid.
From the creator of
Yeah,
Friday
pretty
the
much.
13th,
Exactly what it is.
Deep Star 6.
Anybody out there? Can anybody hear us?
But with arms.
Essentially, that's what it is.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is. It looks exactly like it.
Hey, I make no apologies. I like this movie.
Who's
Hey,
walking
you know
down?
what? Let's give it to Chad.
Take it away, handsome.
Far below the surface of the unforgiving sea, the daring crew of Deep Star 6 are explorers in a forbidding world of impenetrable darkness and unimaginable pressure. They have invaded the icy fathoms into which no human has ever ventured. Their mission is to establish a top-secret Navy base on the ocean floor. But something's down there, and the crew of the Deep Star 6 are about to make a startling discovery. There's no escape from the terror of the deep. Deep Star 6 will plunge you into the depths of fear. Save your last breath to scream.
Ah, yeah, all that shit.
Yeah, that tagline sounds familiar, like from The Blob.
Ah.
Maybe.
So before we talk about this glorious film, let's give a chance for Gorehounds to call in or us call them
Ring a dang dang.
and give their opinion on Deep Star 6 from 1989, written and produced by Sean Cunningham.
No, he directed it. He didn't write
Oh,
it.
directed and produced by Sean
Right.
Cunningham.
By the way,
I mean-
shout out to all quality.
Written by Louis Abernathy. I'm going to give a call to Victoria, Australia. Here we go.
Telebilizers. Comments.
Brody Kane, my doppelganger, king and banger from down under. What's up, brother?
Not much, my matey. How's things over in your neck of the woods?
Pretty good. I had to sit through Deep Star 6 today, but other than that, yeah, man.
Oh, tell me about it.
Damn.
I can see where this is going.
Actually, you know what?
Right?
You tell me about it, Brody.
Oh, okay, I shall. And what you're going to hear is pretty negative. So, well, words cannot describe how bad this film was. Like, it's your run-of-the-mill underwater monster movie that we have basically seen numerous times. At least with Leviathan, you had character development and an attempt at trying to make something different in the story. I fell asleep through it. I fast-forwarded it, hoping to find something good. But that was an epic fail.
Wow.
And no, all of this negative review isn't due to me not liking Sean himself. Like, I mean, he's made some great films from Friday the 13th to House, which have their own franchises, so he must know what he's actually doing. Just not with this piece of shit. He's failed miserably with this film. Yeah, I haven't really got much more else to say. I could go on all day rambling about how crap it was, but I'm going to give it a Gore N More score of a 1.2.
Okay.
And that's only because I watched the first 20 minutes and the last 30 minutes. This movie can do us all a favour and sink to the bottom of the fucking ocean for all I care. Because Deep Star, you jackass.
Okay, thank you for that review, Brody Kane. I will see you next week, brother.
No worries. Enjoy, boys. I'll catch ya.
See you later, buddy.
Okay, now to call Heather Die.
His review. That's just hilarious.
Wow, he was fucking relentless.
Yeah,
I actually enjoyed this movie. Like, it didn't have Marv, but you know.
Heather Die, what's up?
What's up? Not how's it going?
Pretty good. So, thoughts on 1989's Deep Star 6?
All right, so I completely disagree with Brody. I loved this fucking film. So, Rift was the worst. Leviathan was pretty good. Of all the underwater ones we've done, this is my favorite. I loved it. One question I had was, I think when they're in like the tank and they blow up this, they have this explosion and like the sea floor is like collapsing underneath of them. Did that look to you guys like that tank was a miniature?
I feel like most of it was.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. And I thought it was really funny when the main guy, I can't remember names. The main guy, they get drenched when the black guy gets trapped in the door, and so then the girl is like shivering, and he says, "Are you cold?" And he hands her his sweater, which is completely sick.
Yes.
I thought that was funny. And my only other real comment that I wanted to make was best hits, hottest girl is McBride. I had a hard on for him the whole movie.
All right. He was definitely that 80s suave, like perfect cut.
Absolutely.
Beard and yeah.
That beard was impeccable.
Beard was impeccable. Well,
I think my score would probably be 3.25.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Heather, and we will call you whenever you want to be on again.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
You have a good day. Talk to you
later. Alrighty, bye.
Okay, if anybody else wants to get called and have their little 2 cents on the show about Deep Star 6, let me know, but let's talk about it, boy.
Oh. So this was my first viewing. I will say that. Chad, this was your pick. I'm assuming you've seen this before?
Yes, I have.
All right.
I saw this right around the first time it came out on home video. Like I remember seeing like I used to have the original theatrical poster. I was telling my wife this. It's one of the many things my mother threw out when I moved out.
Is that the one with the half body?
Yeah, the bitten in half, fucking diving suit and shit. It was a really cool poster, but it got thrown out.
Damn.
But yeah, Dan. But yeah, I've seen it quite a few times actually. It was a constant rental in my house when me and my mom would just want something really shitty to watch. Just order a pizza, sit down and watch that. I've always enjoyed it. I don't care what anybody else says.
You know what, man? I'm gonna have to agree with Heather. I feel like out of all the aquatic movies we've watched, this is the best one so far.
Yes, and the best is definitely being saved for last.
I would agree because I love that movie.
So do I.
Can't wait to watch it, man.
I know. I can't wait either.
It's definitely been a hot minute, but it's
that's been a while. But yes,
but for aquatic horror, it's definitely like it's a way different mold in comparison to these first three that we've watched. Like, I feel like where TJ and Brody was coming, it almost feels like we were watching the same movie.
I kind of
pretty much, yeah.
I didn't know that. Can we sidebar and welcome some of the people that joined the
Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay. Shout out to Austin Albin, who is officially joining the Comics and Kaijus podcast as the third member. He will be bringing a wealth of knowledge and a very unique perspective to a podcast that doesn't necessarily need it, but could totally benefit from it. Yes. And then Brody Kane is officially hopping on Project Louder and becoming a writer for us. He will be reviewing new and old media and to kind of help generate some of that traffic that we haven't had recently due to the lack of articles we've had on the website. So hopefully he can pick that up. And you know what? Maybe we'll have him review that Kristen Stewart film, that Underwater. And if he wants to get a bad taste out of his mouth, maybe rinse it out with some good stuff there, buddy. I heard that got some great reviews, and I'd love to see your viewpoint on that film. So welcome aboard the Project Louder train. Hop on, hold on tight, because it's going to be a fucking good one, boys. So
perfect.
So yeah, gentlemen, what are your thoughts?
This film. I would like to say it is much better than the last film we reviewed that was similar in plot line to this. This film lacked RoboCop, but it made up for in stereotypical supervillain guy. What's his name?
Miguel Ferrer.
Yeah, that guy.
Has he ever played a good guy? Like he's always been like he was a douche in RoboCop. He was a douche in this.
Just typecast. Whatever.
The music is fantastic, of course.
Oh yes.
And cinematography wasn't bad. Not a big fan of the underwater scenes. I think Heather even asking the question, was that a miniature, goes to show that it probably wasn't the best quality. Yeah. I think if you have to ask that question, it wasn't done effectively enough. Therefore, and point the Aliens movie in our discussion of that film. Yes. So this film cut corners, as Sean Cunningham is known to do. It was it reflects that in the sets. The performances are not lacking. The creature effects are not lacking. But I'd say the sets and some of the, let's say, props were not of the highest quality and could have been better for 1989. But for the budget, this film executed what it set out to do well. Right. I think that there are better underwater films out there. And I think once Chad redeems himself with his final pick, I think we can finally do a proper ranking of these types of films. But I will have to give this, you guys will be surprised with my score. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like had me glued to the screen or anything.
No, well,
I will say there were definitely corners cut because Cunningham was trying to be the first person out there with an underwater movie, and he succeeded in being the first one out there. And you can tell this is like upper level Roger Corman quality. Right. Is it a perfect movie? No. Is it enjoyable? Yeah.
Joe Knight over there.
Ignore him. Anybody know who that is?
I was talking, okay?
What's up, Joe? How you doing, Joe?
Hi, buddy. Joe's going to be making an appearance on the Power Hour to update everybody on what 13 Gallows Lane's doing. So
awesome.
Nice. Yeah, we got Dan, Eddie, Heather, Vicky.
Everyone's here today. I appreciate all of you Gorehounds. Yes. And
absolutely. Thank you for joining.
Joe. So I'd like to still look at that and laugh. That's funny.
This movie was not my favorite.
That's fair.
I don't know. I went in with higher expectations, even though it was made by.
I see.
but it just
what is that?
Jesus
Cunningham.
John Cunningham next to the ham.
Courtesy of Mr. Brody Kane, I assume.
Yes.
Like
Great.
TJ said, it did not have me glued to the screen at all. Like, I think I fell asleep at one point and I had to rewind it.
What's up, Ben?
So I will admit that. But
That's
like,
fair.
you know, like the creature effects, creature looked wonderful. The acting was great, but the rest
Graboid in shallow
the
water.
rest of the movie, it lagged for me big time. And that's all I really have to say. We'll talk about it more as we go along.
What I think would make, I actually think the set design of Leviathan was better.
Yes.
And you're right, Joe. It didn't. It was very nice.
No, I had a guy in a fucking sweater. 2 seconds later, dry as can be.
Well, it was obviously a quickie.
But
Whatever.
It bothered the fucking hell out of me the rest of the movie. Like, he
But
was
no, man, like
hour.
if Leviathan was alien, this was alien. This was trying to be aliens. I would feel like just a lot way they did. Dude, even the ending, them just fucking flying away from the nuclear explosion. That was totally
Yeah.
And there was just a few other scenes that like when they were going through like the duct work and everything, that was just like the scene of like Ripley and everything, like trying to figure out like, all right, we gotta seal off this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. I was like, so Leviathan did it with Alien. This one is just straight up copying Aliens. We'll take it.
And the weird part is the most successful movie of these underwater movies was The Abyss by James Cameron.
Well, yeah, but James Cameron also take it to lengths.
I find that
no others would.
ironic. Like,
Yeah, they filmed in an underwater abandoned nuclear reactor, for God's
He's
sake.
like, you will get underwater. I don't want to. You get underwater.
Also, Adam Marcus is now laughing in real time at that image. So you know,
Awesome.
I just got the laugh react on my phone. So
I can hear him laughing right now, just like on the Jason Goes to Hell fucking.
Yeah.
I could hear him laughing.
Absolutely. Really ended up enjoying it more than I thought. There would be a brand new underwater. Here, let's pop him up. There's Joe's 2 cents. Joe, I could always call you and you could talk about this film. It would not be hard.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
You know what? I'm calling Joe. Sidebar for Gallows. Sidebar.
Excuse me.
God bless.
Like, we're not even reaching out to him anymore. We're fucking doing it. We're coming to you, motherfuckers.
That's good. Gore N More is coming to you.
I'm going to start calling rival podcast networks and hanging up on them on air. You suck, you jackass.
Like a certain male feminist that's never going to get his dick sucked again.
I wonder who.
No matter how much pineapple.
Joe Gallo.
What's up?
What's up, buddy? So you want to talk about Deep Star 6?
Yeah, dude. John knows I watched it a couple of weeks ago with my buddy Elder. We were on an underwater horror movie kick. We're like, hey, because my friend Elder fucking hates Friday the 13th. He's like, hey, isn't that fucking asshole Cunningham direct this movie? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. He's like, let's watch it. So we did, and I'm like, man, this was a lot better than I freaking thought.
Yeah.
The music. I was like, hey, man, is Tommy Jarvis going to come out here somewhere?
That's fair.
That's very fair.
Well, you know, you know the music in the video game when Tommy comes out?
Mm-hmm.
That exact music was in that movie.
Oh, was it? All of his work is so similar.
It is. It's very similar.
Yeah. So I'm like, that was on there. I'm like, well, here, all I can picture is Tommy Jarvis just swimming down here through the water trying to kick some ass.
He was waiting for the denim and the Sherpa.
Mm-hmm.
If only.
Yeah, I clicked on your live. I'm like, hey, I just watched this movie. It's fresh in my mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what would you give this a score out of 5?
Out of 5? I enjoyed it. I like bad movies. So
yeah. What
the hell here? I'd say I give it almost a 4, like a 3.5 maybe.
Okay, that's pretty fair.
That's fair.
Pretty fair. Awesome.
I mean, I like Leviathan. I like Abyss. But I forget the name of that brand new one. It's not Underwater, which I did like, but this is more like Underwater / The Thing. It's brand new. It's 2020. I don't know what that one's called.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
I was going to rent. You couldn't rent it. It was like, pay $20. I'm like, no, thanks.
It's not that Sputnik movie, is it?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. It's about some alien sludge on the bottom of a ship.
Venom.
Are you? And then there's Harbinger Down, which was technically canon to the thing, I guess.
Oh, here we go. You and Chad are going to get into it. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, before that happens, I want to say thanks for calling in, Joe.
Wanna go for it, right?
So, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Are you
nice
kicking me
having
off?
you.
Because I'll fight Chad. I'll fight him.
We'll leave that for a special episode. You guys can take your pants off and fight it out over Harbinger Down, okay?
Yes.
Lance Henderson told me it was canon.
Okay.
It's not canon.
Well, we'll end it with there. Thanks, Joe. Talk to you soon, brother.
Take care.
And that's going to be the new Gore N More shirt. Lance Henderson told me it was canon. So
It's not canon. I fucking watched it.
there we go. Okay, guys. So let's discuss the behind the scenes.
Ooh.
Let's go. I don't have much.
Don't
I'll
need
tell you
much.
what I have. Writer Louis Abernathy sold his script at the same time that friend James Cameron was working on his own underwater monster saga. Despite Cameron's asking that he delay this movie to avoid competing with The Abyss, Abernathy went ahead and was thereby deemed persona non grata with Cameron and associates until they patched together their friendship when Abernathy accompanied Cameron on the September 95 filming of the wreck of the Titanic.
Yes,
So
Brody,
they weren't on speaking terms for almost a decade.
Brody.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the trademarked Thunderdome.
Well,
guys
considering Joe's about the same height as me, I think it's a pretty fair fight.
Battle of the Hobbits.
I'm taking bets when this
Sam
fight
versus
happens.
Frodo.
Not my type here, but a lot of hair, people.
I know what. Joe's 5'8". Where are you at, Chad?
5'6".
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Ooh.
So wait, you're lower to the ground. Go low.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he's got that center of gravity. He's got that
That's
low
right.
center of
Chad's
gravity.
Chad's like me, dude. You get in that fucking stance, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Suplex City. You don't know what he's capable of.
Okay, so the film was released in January '89 as the first of 4 underwater creature feature movies, which included Leviathan, The Abyss, and Lords of the Deep. Lords of the Deep, we're doing that next week. Love you, Joe. Originally, Robert Harmon was going to direct the film. However, when he left, Cunningham stepped in to direct it with a budget of $8 million.
Oh, wow. Way to undercut that, buddy.
Oh, did you see what Birdie just said?
No. What?
Go Super Saiyan.
Oh my god. Yes.
No, Joe, we're not doing Lords of the Deep. We will not be doing that. Kane Hodder, who plays Jason Voorhees in several Friday the 13th films, was the stunt coordinator for this film.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he did work with Cunningham. Or wait. Cunningham. A lot in the 80s. The House
Even
movies.
even in the early 90s, despite him saying so.
He worked with him a lot.
Well, I just love that whole Friday the 13th panel from last year's Steel City Con. You could tell Kane does not have any love for him at all.
Oh, the old runaround.
Oh my God, that was great.
And I've never actually heard him talk about him either after, ever.
The creature was originally designed by Chris Wallace, who then turned his production designs over to FX head Mark Shostrom. Shostrom made slight alterations and changed the creature's color scheme.
Fact, I have an interview with Mark Shostrom on the Rabbit Hole podcast. He did effects on Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and Evil Dead 2. You can find that over on projectlouder.net and the Project Louder Facebook.
Thanks for reminding me of the shout out I did yesterday on exploreclarion.com for our show.
The local YMCA.
Yeah, what happened? There's a local YMCA that's doing a what did I say it was? It's some kind of workout series, and it's called Gore N More. Yeah, it's called Gore N More. I said, "Oh, hey, by coincidence, I co-host a podcast called Gore N More, which
I was
coincidentally
pissing my pants.
you can find it on Spotify and iTunes and on the dobackdiscussion.net.
Yes.
I was pissing my pants with that damn thing.
And yes, dobackdiscussion.net is still owned by Project Louder. And if you go there, it will take you to Project Louder. So please use that because I own that right for another year. So
All right.
Continuing, producer Sean S. Cunningham developed the idea in '87 with the express purpose of being the first release on the slate of upcoming underwater action sci-fi films.
Just because you're the first isn't in there doesn't mean it's the best, buddy.
Yeah, first doesn't mean best.
No.
Deep Star 6 was poorly received by critics and audience members when it was released. Brody Kane.
Yeah, right?
He pooped on it.
Boy, he has no love for this.
Dude,
not only does this film have a similar theme to Leviathan, which was released the same year, but the plots are almost identical. The science team comes across an unknown organism in extreme depth. It hunts them one by one, which isn't entirely true, and finally follows the few survivors up to the surface.
Yes,
Let's get
that'll do
one
that.
thing straight real fucking quick about this damn thing hunting.
It only killed 3 people. Well, no, wait.
4. It was like 4 or 5.
Well, you got
technically, it was like 4 or 5. But
I'll say
even
5
then-
because it killed the 2 in the sub at the beginning, which you didn't see.
Yep.
Yeah,
It bit the guy in half.
that's the 3.
It ate Nia Peoples. And then it choked out the doctor, but she electrocuted herself.
Yes.
So,
So,
yeah.
that's,
So that's like-
suicide.
Yeah, that's like
And he
4 and a-
directly caused that guy to get the bends by making him escape in a rapid fashion. I would say because the monster's presence there caused someone to die, I would say also give him the credit for that death.
Okay, fair enough.
The same way that you would give Jason Voorhees credit for all the deaths on the space station in Jason X.
Well, technically,
Yes.
you got to give it credit for the Russian dude that also died
Right, yeah.
because they collided with that
Technically,
little
this-
submersible.
Yeah, this is true. So, yeah, just want to clarify that. Continue.
So, in reality, the only one that's not directly responsible for is the captain.
Yeah, that was a fucked up death.
That was lackluster. And that's it. Lackluster.
Think so? Really? Right? Pretty much.
Where was I? The ending where the monster surprises 2 survivors on a raft is very similar to the ending in Friday the 13th, also from Cunningham. And finally, the creature is not seen on screen until 1 hour and 3 minutes into the film.
Yeah. Like,
Which
it's
that
like, it
definitely
almost
kept
like
it a little bit.
it's like he was trying to pull a Jaws thing. Yeah, Jaws did it because they had no choice.
Right.
That's, yeah.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is all I have for behind the scenes.
All right.
A little bare bones there.
Yeah, sometimes they're not as juicy as the others. But okay.
Oh, that, and there's also Cunningham. So,
Well, like we mentioned before, it was a rush project. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So,
I mean, I've seen a lot of rush projects that were like fucking masterpieces. This one just was like,
I started watching the Cursed film series on Shudder.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Yeah, I watched The Crow, and I was just super uneasy the entire time.
Mm.
Yeah.
That would be a hard one to sit through.
Yep. You had Michael Berryman, the director, and the special effects guy talking. The director about fucking cried when he tried to explain what the hospital was like.
I don't even want to imagine.
Yeah, it was rough. And then Michael talking about like meeting him and everything, and then leaving, and then getting the call, and then being told that all the scenes that he had with Brandon would be taken out. Like, it was just nuts. I need to have Berryman on sometime to talk about it. That'd be a
I
good
would love
interview.
to see those scenes eventually finished.
It was only one scene. What they did, him standing on the church, and it's after Brandon gets resurrected. He comes out, and he what's his name? What's the skeleton dude?
The Skull Cowboy.
Skull Cowboy
yeah,
is standing on the church steps, and he kind of like explains what's going on and everything. That was the only scene shot, and then they sent Berryman back to LA, and they continued shooting, and they were going to bring him back to finish the scenes. So, I guess The Crow is supposed to be a lot more dialogue intensive,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
a lot more like the comic, which I've started reading, and it's incredible.
I think we actually went over this on our Crow episode.
Yes. Okay, continue. Douche of the. Are you done with behind the scenes?
Oh yeah, I'm done. Johnny B. D's big question.
Yeah, you have any questions?
So, all right, gentlemen, I got 2. So, do you think everything that's like with Snyder, do you think it was happenstance, or would you actually blame him?
No, I think Dan Snyder has a foot fetish.
Ooh, Dan Snyder does have a foot fetish, and yeah, it's about 20 years of Nicktoons. There's about 20 years of Nickelodeon shows that'll show you that shit.
Only 20 years, you know, who's counting?
Poor youth of our fucking but no, man, like everything like he just kind of, god damn it. But unfortunately, like everything this dude did, he was doing everything kind of by the book. And unfortunately, you know, when you get into the last the shark spears scene, like, you know, that's questionable. Was it the other dude's fault? Because he did back up.
Yeah, but at the same time, that guy throughout the whole movie just seemed like an accident waiting to fucking happen.
No, I get it.
Why was this movie shit? Oh, fucking Brody. Love it. 'Cause I'm with Brody, really. Just not as bad.
That's fine.
What was
And,
your other question, Johnny?
yeah, so do you think they actually ultimately survived, or was it just a happy Jaws ending?
Probably a happy Jaws ending. I mean, that was way out there.
Yeah, they were pretty far away from civilization. I was wondering that too.
That's what I'm like.
No,
yeah, they're super far out there. He already wasted his flare. Now, we don't know if he has another one, but I'm going to assume they have the one, which he just wasted.
You don't think the company's going to get notified that the fucking station's all fucked?
I would assume, but it's not like ever like a call went through. They never showed anything.
That's true. This was the only movie where there was not a distress call to go through.
Granted, it was totally the whole Jaws of like, yay, let's, you know, they're swimming off to the horizon. And everything, like nice cheerful music.
You leave that open to interpretation.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And real quick with the Jaws thing, like you were saying, think about it. In Jaws, technically they started heading back to shore, so it was a little more.
Oh, I know. You saw this. You saw the shoreline.
It was a little more believable as to why they got back. But with this, like, you're way fucking out there. That is some deep ass sea. How the
Right,
fuck?
you figure if they're discovering uncharted fucking canyons in the ocean, like they are way out there.
Bobby, can we get a hardwire connection on you? You are breaking up something.
I say
fierce.
Bobby just like super froze.
Yeah, he did. Not as funny as that first time, though.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hardwired in, boss.
You are? Oh, that's strange. You dipped out hardcore.
Huh. I'm hardwired.
Uber dip.
But I have a couple questions. Do you think at any one point, when going back to the whole Snyder thing, do you ever think that maybe he realized, hey, let's not blow up these nuclear missiles under the water?
Well, you know, I was kind of thinking about that, and I'm assuming he kind of rationalized that for a second because he called to make sure, like, you know, did it attack? And she's like, yeah, it was aggressive. He's like, all right, here we go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of knew, like, he probably shouldn't have did it, but it's like he was just following fucking protocol. Like, that's, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, they all got pissed at him, but it's like, dude, if anybody else was in that situation, they would have been right there for them too. Yeah, like, I don't know.
Also, did anybody else think that Greg Evigan looks a lot like a young Carl Urban in this movie?
Actually, yes.
Never crossed anybody else's mind? I noticed that. It's like, holy shit, he looks like Carl Urban.
So.
You what?
I don't listen to country music.
Very, very, very little I do, but I was
you know what? He fucking said that, and I'm literally like, I don't know country music, and I'm like, wait a minute. Like,
the only other country star that I really know is because of Family Guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
I felt like he looked like a second-rate Michael Biehn. Honestly,
actually.
But man, that fucking beard, dude, was on point.
Oh, that beard was
every
flawless.
scene.
That's like the most perfect beard I've ever seen.
Right?
Well manicured.
Dude, like he went through all that tussling, swimming underwater and shit. Like fucking just like perfect.
He's the only guy who could ask a girl to marry him while underwater.
Bobby, do you know a Matthew Clark?
Yes, I do. What's up, Matthew? What's up, buddy? Yeah, me and him work a couple shows with our friend of ours, Horror Show Jack, who does the Fangs.
Ooh. Who does not like Battinson?
Yep.
No. All right.
Okay.
Chad, you got any other questions, bud?
No, I know. I think I'm good, buddy.
All right.
Okay, so shove the movie.
The guy who accidentally killed. I never get their names right. The guy who accidentally killed like 2 people.
Lance
Snyder?
does listen to the country music.
The That was Snyder, right?
Yeah, that was Snyder.
Yeah, that was Snyder.
Yeah, he's douche of the movie.
He's definitely douche of the movie.
Yes, the foot fetish and all.
Oh, even that Russian guy, but at the same time, he's Russian, so I get the
Wait,
personality.
why was the Russian guy a douche?
Have you heard him talk to those people?
No, that's just
the British
and
guy.
Russian.
The British guy was a prick. Yeah, but not the Russian.
That's what I mean. The British
Russian
one,
guy.
sorry.
The Russian guy has been a douche in a lot of other movies. Yes,
Yes, he has.
That's what the
but in
British
this
guy,
one, like
sorry.
he was. No, in this one he was.
Very
I was
quiet
actually
and-
surprised. I was surprised because I was expecting. I'm like, I'm like, this dude's in it. He's going to turn out to be the asshole.
Okay, so not him. The British guy who basically like belittled everybody. Like,
Yeah,
didn't even
I
fucking-
would say he's my vote.
like he could criticize how you take a shit. Like that's how bad he was.
And he
But
had
I'm
that
gonna go
cool,
with-
weird death scene. So
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Snyder though.
Schneider.
Takes
No.
balls to kill two people accidentally.
It was an accident.
It was a fucking accident.
Yeah, we didn't have to be a dickhead about it.
Exactly.
Well, hey, he already said he was under pressure.
I mean, weren't they all?
Did you just try to make like a song reference?
Maybe.
Okay.
Under pressure.
I don't think.
I got about as delivered as my Papa John's the other day, which got canceled as soon as I ordered.
Why is that?
I don't fucking know. Some sort of malfunction.
I would say, was it not a Papa John's? Was it magically like a KFC or something?
Yeah, we.
Son of a bitch. We figured him out.
The magic restaurants that are not.
For anyone who listens to any Project Louder podcast, you are laughing right now. Speaking of Project Louder, we are thankful for all of our glorious sponsors here. And let's show our thanks.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, we fucking got it.
So glad they're back.
Hello there, creepy ghouls. Do you like spooky things and horror movies? Then Cabin 13 has the stuff for you. Check out their selection of horror-themed props, pins, busts, action figures, collectibles, and more. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to visit cabin13.com and buy something, or I'll kill you. Marcio Charlie's Horror Costume Studios. Premium hand-sculpted latex masks, busts, and hoods. Everything is handmade and painted by Marcio himself.
Hell yeah.
Be sure to check out his wide range and selection of products over at Facebook and Instagram at Horror Costume Studios. Hey, you up
That's what still
Hey,
fucking
listen.
makes me laugh.
Take a look at yourself. Want to know why you look like shit? Because you aren't wearing Dewback merch.
Why do I look
Take
like
your
shit?
ugly ass over to dewbackdiscussion.net and click on the merch tab. Pick up some hot fucking swag, then you can become a sexual Tyrannosaurus, just like us. Graveyard Classics. Horror-themed tees and posters, professional in-house screen printing, and Jaclay prints. Powered by Death Style Art and Graphics. Go see what you can dig up over at graveyardclassics.net.
Break it out, Bobby.
Come on down to Mask by Lance, premium Friday the 13th custom-made hockey mask down there in Tennessee by Lance McKinney. Find him on Facebook and Instagram over at Mask by Lance. Go order one now, boy. Yee-hoo!
For any of you who would
Well, I
like
get
to see an
extra brownie
example,
points for putting on that mask.
yes, all the masks you see behind me, hockey masks, were made by Mask by Lance.
Oh yeah.
Top
So get
quality
your ass
stuff.
one now.
Very top quality.
Absolutely. He knows what he's
You can hold it in your hand, similar to Chad's penis, and just feel the quality.
Yes. The solid girthiness.
Yes, just
it's wonderful.
oh, you can tell whenever you hold it in your hand, just the pure thickness just screams quality. It's great. Oh, and the texture when you run your hands across it. Oh,
Smooth.
Just for
fuck did I
for
just
clarity,
come
he is
into?
not talking about the masks.
No, we figured that.
I
has
think we
to-
are. Or are we?
guys, let's get to the fucking question. So format.
Format. Oh.
Prime.
Yep.
Prime.
I'm watching on
Uh,
Prime.
on demand.
Oh, Bobby is on demand.
So
Hey,
what was
it comes
quality
from the
like there, Chief?
Actually, it was pretty good. It was actually pretty good quality. It wasn't even it wasn't very grainy, although the movie itself is grainy, but it wasn't terrible.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Right.
John, you said Amazon?
Yes, Amazon as well. The first one that popped up.
Chadwick, you don't have a physical copy?
Not yet.
No? Okay.
It's coming. It's pre-ordered.
Excellent. Excellent. What did
Blu-ray comes out? I think the Blu-ray comes out either the week of or the week before the F-13 box set.
Oh, I can't wait for that to come.
I'm going to be pre-ordering the Gutterball Blu-ray dual disc Blu-ray set on Amazon here soon. If you guys don't know what Gutterballs is, it's a slasher film from like 2008, and it's like super fucking politically incorrect. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So like Uncle Sam on steroids?
Yeah, it's called the bowling. What is it? The bowling bag killer. Guy has like a bowling bag on his head, and he like kills people in a bowling alley.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah,
we
it's
should throw
intense.
that in the list next year, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm always up for a doozy. What the fuck?
The story is propelled by an extremely violent rape scene. Yeah, so I don't know if I can even watch it. So we'll give her a try, guys.
Didn't we have a movie that started with a slaughter in a bowling alley?
Yeah, wasn't it?
What the hell was that?
I forget, but I know we had it.
Yeah.
We gotta
I'll have to go back and look.
We gotta go back 98 different movies.
Yeah, guys, that's wow.
Right?
Yeah, and we'll talk about next week's episode at the end. But so kill. That's not cranberry sauce, Chad. It's not.
It is not. It's not cranberry. Oh, you'll be proud of me, by the way. We were watching. My wife and I and the kids were watching Ready Player One the other day, and the scene where they're in The Shining.
Yes.
And they walk up, and the elevator doors open up, and all the blood spills out. You'd be proud. I looked at my wife and said, "That's not cranberry sauce."
Love it.
Oh yeah.
The reference was lost on her, sadly.
I was gonna say, did she give you that wife scowl? Like,
oh yeah.
Okay, so I might as well tell the story since Brody's gonna mention it. So
What
this
did Brody
week I
mention?
watched. This week I watched the film Next of Kin, not the Patrick Swayze film. And my daughter watched it with me, and Sarah watched it with me. So we sat through this film, Taryn being a very seasoned horror fan, and Chad can attest to this.
Love it.
Sits through the film, all great, barely any reaction from Taryn. Sarah's confused as hell. I love the film. Until the film's over, and it's time for Taryn to go downstairs or near a bathroom. She then reveals to me that Crazy Rita is going to sneak into the bathroom at night and drown her in the fucking bathtub. So now I have to convince my very tired daughter, who's acting up only because she's tired and doesn't want to go to bed, that Crazy Rita isn't going to come in the house and drag her into the bathtub. Now we have this understatement that anytime we bring Crazy Rita up, it's just like Jason, right, Dad? Yes, Taryn. It's just like Jason.
I feel like I'm gonna have to watch this movie.
Except not dead and rotting.
Damn.
But yes, I love that film. It was great. Awesome. Favorite kill, boys. My favorite kill would have to be the Ben's kill, only because of the effects utilized. And it was like, oh shit, yeah, that does happen.
That's not actually the Benz. That's just explosive decompression. The Benz is completely different.
Wait, that's why it exploded like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Because I was trying to figure out, I was just like, what the fuck is on the end of that spear tip, dude, that like fucking made him combust like that?
No, not that. No, the explosive decompression when he was leaving in the shuttle or whatever.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. I apologize.
Mine was
that
the
was
monster
fucked up. I forgot
fighting
about
him in fucking half. I loved it.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I'm with Bobby. The biting in half.
I'm gonna have to go with the heart explosion, man. I think that was the most like surprising to me and fucked up.
Yeah,
just like, oh, not a monster kill. Although we actually got two not monster kills because the fucking captain there. What a fucking way to go.
Poor captain. He should have died.
Captain, my captain, oh captain.
Right? He's like, I'm gonna drown you motherfuckers if you don't get out of here. Fuck.
Everybody get favorite kill?
Yeah.
I think so.
Scene, boys, scene.
Best scene.
Oh, when they're all in the water with the spears in their hands, I like that. So that's my favorite.
It's pretty legit.
Oh, I like.
I like the shotgun in the shallow water.
That's what I mean. That scene there.
Yes.
Yeah. That was definitely when the movie amped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like hard nipples.
Favorite scene. That probably was, I'm going to say the whole scene where they brought up the dive suit, the half-eaten dive suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Pretty gnarly.
That whole action scene where he got bit in half and then the monster finally gets in.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. And it kind of shocked me because I guess I expected the creature to almost be bigger.
Yeah.
For like how
the way they talked, yeah, you'd expect it was.
Well, it took out the first mini sub, which, granted it's a mini sub, but still pretty big. And then it also took out that, it knocked that fucking shit off. Well, tried to knock it off the edge, I guess. So
And it was a fast fucker too.
Right?
Graboid underwater.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's more like a giant crab, but we'll go with that.
Okay.
Like just the wider fucking flower mouth there. So, did everybody get best scene?
Yes.
Would a craboid underwater be a crab?
A craboid?
A craboid. There we go. That we named it.
Craboid.
We named it.
There we go. Yeah.
Now wait, where's our articles in National Geographic?
Hashtag craboid.
Listen, that'd be awesome if they introduced craboids, but I'm just glad they're bringing back shriekers, man.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for that. I want to see
Shrieker Island.
Yeah, that's right. October.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm so excited.
So, boys,
Opening
scene.
What was the opening scene? I don't
remember it.
I won't say the music or the opening scene, but the music did.
Oh, the opening scene was like showing different things, wasn't it? With music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was more intrigued by the music than the scenes itself.
They introduced you with a Harry Manfredini score, so I'm going to say yeah.
Okay.
He is really
nothing stiffens the pecker like a nice Harry Manfredini score.
You got me there.
So the score pulled us in, but maybe not necessarily the intro.
Yeah, the score pulled you in, and then the visuals following pushed you away.
Man, some of the miniatures weren't terrible, but
some of them were pretty bad.
Yeah,
you could find Tonka toys with more detail.
There was part of it that reminded me of what was the shit that fucking Team America picked on? Like there was an actual show from the 70s. It was all puppets and shit. And they used miniatures.
Thunderbirds.
Is that what it was? That's what it kind of reminded. I think it is. But that's what it kind of reminded me of, is just like all that miniature setup and shit like that. Krabby Patty. Jesus. So, gentlemen, best tits, hottest girl.
Who is the wet t-shirt girl?
I like Nipples. Whatever her name is.
What's her name? Yeah, what's Nipples' name?
It was not Nipples.
So the pregnant one?
Nipples.
White t-shirt contest girl.
Peoples, whatever.
Nipples
Mia.
the peoples?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Is Nia Pipples the nipples? Peoples the
No.
Yes,
No, that's
Nia
not-
Peoples is the nipples. Yes.
What the hell are you talking about?
Nia Peoples is the nipples. She's the hottest girl.
Is she the brunette?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the brunette.
Okay, then that's who I vote for.
That was my pick, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Her name is Nia Peoples is the nipples. She has the nipples.
That you didn't see.
You didn't see.
That Joe was pissed about.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe was very mad about it. Right.
Hey, man. She got to,
So the next question is already answered. Did the score set the mood? The score saved the film.
Yep.
Yeah.
Best song. I think the song that was Joe was alluding to earlier, which is the very Part 6 Tommy Jarvis-esque song. I'm sure there's a name for it on the actual soundtrack. Chad can probably provide you information on that post-show. But yeah.
I was going to say, there's no actual song that sticks out.
Yeah, there's no song. So we'll go with the Keith, not Carl Urban.
There we go.
Yes.
Carl, not Keith Urban.
and then we asked ourselves, what were they thinking? Let's see. Best song, favorite character.
I already told you my pick before.
Actually, I like the captain. I would have liked to have seen him more.
I agree. I mean, I like the main guy just because he's just like your standard 80s action dude. I'm gonna have to go with Bobby though, man. I think the captain was the coolest one. It sucks that he died when he did.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him really go down like a blaze of glory or something, but
right.
But yeah, the captain for me.
I already said yesterday in the chat, Greg Evigan's beard is my favorite.
That's fine.
That
is a character.
Greg Evigan is still alive, so I'd love to see a modern photo of said beard, and he's still active. Oh my god!
You should see his daughter.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Greg Evigan only because, Chad makes a very good point.
Look up his daughter, Brianna Evigan. She's in the Step Up movies.
Whoa!
The what?
Step Up, they're dancing movies. My wife loves them.
Yes.
Okay.
Also in the horror film Mother's Day.
Oh.
2010 psychological horror film Mother's Day. Loose remake of Charles Kaufman's Mother's Day. Also in the remake of Sorority Row. Wow. Stash House, Mind Games, and The Devil's Carnival, and 2015's From Dusk Till Dawn TV series.
The series, yeah.
She is a scream queen to be.
Nice.
I mean, Step Up movies are nice, but they're not Bring It On, so.
They're not Sorority Row.
No. So, did everybody say favorite character?
TJ, did you say yours?
Yeah, I'd say I agree with you with the Greg Evigan only because the beard looks fantastic. Yes.
All right. Yes.
Capitano.
So, gentlemen.
Was it scary?
Scary.
No.
Nah.
This is not even a desensitized
For
thing. It's just,
people with hydrophobia, it's terrifying.
well, yeah.
I can see that.
But other
Dark
than
murky
that,
water, yeah. I mean, I guess it could be a little. I wouldn't even say it was tense.
no.
It was a little bit, but then they got shotguns really fast.
There was more tense at me standing in the store trying to get something to eat than this movie had. Because the person in front of me couldn't make a fucking sandwich.
At least you didn't get hog meat on your ass cheek, boy.
Oh.
Boy, Bobby, you sound really pissed about that.
Right?
Don't interrupt my lunch.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. So
that brings us to does it hold up today?
You goddamn right it holds up today.
Yeah.
No, it's a watchable film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it
Bad miniatures aside.
But you know what? Like I said, I liked the set design of Leviathan better. This just seemed to be a better movie, though, in general.
Yeah.
Actors aside. I think I like the idea of the melding creature in Leviathan, but this creature I feel looked a lot cooler, at least at the end.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Versus the weird like anglerfish thing.
The overall design of Craboid definitely better than the Leviathan monster.
Craboid. Crabby.
Craboid.
And now that I know that Mark Sostrom was involved, it just makes all the much more sense.
Mm. So acting, gentlemen. Good.
Acting was on point. I've had zero qualms.
It was really good.
No complaints.
No hamming it up.
No hamming it up.
No, don't really need to.
No.
Yeah.
Although I was hoping at some point Miguel Ferrer is going to look at somebody and say, "You're a bad motherfucker."
Did we get any F-bombs in this? I don't even remember.
Quite a few, yeah.
We did. Yeah, you're right.
Most of them from him, if I'm not mistaken.
So I have to admit, I also pulled kind of what Brody and Bobby did, but it was because I started late, but I did fall asleep midway through this movie and had to pick it up the next day.
Yeah, I was watching it late last night, starting to doze off too. So
yeah, it
I
took a while.
stayed awake after ripping a hardcore dab, so
right.
I sat through the whole thing.
And you're like, damn. You're like, I want to sleep.
That's why the movie was so okay to me, I guess. I was just like, wow.
Nice. So, and this is obviously the biggest question for our lovely master host here. But cinematography, what do we all think?
I've answered this question similar before.
Yes.
It did just good enough. It did its
Yeah,
job.
Wasn't very special things about it.
I'm not writing home about this.
Right.
Yes, sir.
it was
Right
mediocre, but it wasn't bad enough that you're like, "This is just the worst thing I've ever seen."
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
They knew what they were
exactly. It worked for what it was. That's about it.
All right. And do we like the premise? I would have to say, seeing it's the third movie we've watched like this, obviously we do enjoy the premise, but...
Okay, the cinematographer also did Reanimator, Striking Distance, Beverly Hills Cop 3, and Ghost Town. And he also recently did Evil Bong 1 in 2006. Puppet Master in 2003 with The Legacy. And what else did he...
Are we ever going to do a Gore N More Wake and Bake crossover where we just watch Evil Bong?
Yes. Also, we're going to have to review Ouija's as it is on our...
Yes!
That sounds like a fun movie.
I watched the intro scene, and it showed like a dude grabbing all these ghoulie things and shoving them back in this board that was made out of hemp. And well, it looked to be like a Ouija board. It's like a weeds inspired Ouija board, and he's shoving them in this black hole. And he's like, "Did you get all the Ouija's?" And he's like, turns around.
It's
there's
a
one
weed
left.
board.
Yeah. You guys will like it. It's interesting. Yeah, we'll have to do it. Evil Bung gets really cool when they start introducing Ginger Dead Man and other characters from the Charles Band library.
I like how you just said Evil Bong, and it sounded like Evil Bung.
Oh, Evil Bung.
The bung hole.
Where are we at, boys?
We were discussing the premise.
Premise is the same as the last three films that we reviewed.
In other words, doable.
Yes. Alien underwater.
Yeah, that's about it. I got nothing on that one.
There's only so many
Well,
ways.
so I guess that means the last one in our picture in our aquatic horror is aliens on water versus underwater.
From underwater on water.
Wait a second.
What?
John?
Yes.
Yes!
Is it?
Yes. Yes.
Nope, don't even fix it, motherfucker.
Yep.
You're singing the
Leave
salty
it as
balls.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chocolate Rain has returned.
Start singing. Start singing.
Sing it.
Chocolate Rain or chocolate?
Ah.
Come on,
Oh,
sing.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Actually, you might want to fix it because you're now cutting out.
Wait, just sing real quick and then do it. Come on.
Let's see.
Come on, it's so perfect.
All the ladies go gas.
John, you want me to kick you out and then you can pop back in?
I'll be back.
Yeah. Chocolate rain.
Okay, guys. So recycle, rewind, or remake. I'm not going to pick this movie up again. I don't think that it's going to be something that I'm going to watch again or like want to watch again. So I'm going to say recycle for me.
Actually, I agree too. I'm not going to watch it again, so recycle.
I already have the Blu-ray on order, so obviously it's a rewind for me.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's halfway decent, but just not one that I would put in my... Leviathan I would watch again. It just works better of the two.
There he is.
Johnny.
Can't
We
hear
have
you.
no audio. No audio, Johnny.
None.
Ah, son of a bitch tits.
Check your settings, you handsome son of a bitch.
Wouldn't be a shit show episode if one of us didn't have technical difficulties.
I will say I'm just happy it's not me.
So I can't get his rating till he pops in with audio. So Chad, what are your thoughts on the fandom?
Suicide Squad looks like fun.
Okay, what else?
I thought that looked pretty good.
Wonder Woman?
I'll watch that.
I thought it was... I do like the fact that we finally got to see Cheetah in the trailer.
Look fantastic.
Yes, it does. But...
I said that she will play the part well if she plays it almost like Jim Carrey played the Riddler. She has to play a broken person who believes that she's a cheetah person.
She has the comedic chops to do something like that
Yes.
makes it believable, but will she?
That again,
That's the question.
That movie banks on how she plays that role at this point.
Is Patty Jenkins directing this one too? Did she direct this one too?
I'm not sure about that. That's a good question, Chad.
Because I think a lot of it hinges on the director too.
That's true. The first one's a banger.
Yeah.
Justice League trailer.
I still didn't see the first one, so
I've seen bits and pieces, so it's hard for me to judge. I do like. Was that Desaad in the preview? I did like his look.
Yes, I love the new Steppenwolf look, and that is Darkseid at the beginning, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is probably the best interpretation I could have ever imagined for him, and just so powerful looking.
Now, how much of a presence is he going to have in this? Because I was under the impression that he wasn't like the main bad guy in this. It's supposed to be leading up to it.
Yes, and I think Johnny and I had this conversation that the difference in the cinematic universe that we're operating in between this and what we're using in the New 52 is the Flashpoint alerts Darkseid to this corner of the universe, okay? And this one, Superman dying, alerts Darkseid. So that's the main difference, and we'll see it all connect, of course, in the Flash movie.
I do like the fact that they are basically saying that, this movie will be canon as it is part of the multiverse versus just going by the DC extended universe.
Yes. And I'm happy that we're now able to look at all those older DC films and be like, so they could be part of the timeline now.
Right.
With the introduction of Michael Keaton and the fact that we now have 3 Batmans in universe right now.
Batmans?
Yes. And we'll get
Batman.
What's your thoughts on the Batman trailer?
Okay. Still not sold on it. I want to see what the final look of the Riddler is.
Okay. And the people who are comparing it to the Crow, you're a fucking idiot. Compare it to the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. That's probably where that look and the visual style that drew inspiration from more so than the Crow. Because if you really want to talk about the Crow, that's where that drew inspiration from. Oh!
There you go. I do want to watch that Batman, but I mean, is my expectations really high? No. But I still want to watch it. Yes.
I'm just tired of Batman's origin being done over and over and over again.
Yeah,
right. You just want just give me an awesome Batman story with all the villains. We already fucking know everybody.
I talked about this
like the
morning
MCU did with Spider-Man. We know he exists.
And the fact that we have this multiverse where MCU, they have the Gauntlet and Thanos. We have Darkseid and the Flashpoint. So we have that, and we have all these multiple different timelines running in unison. So there's possible we can get a group of Jokers sitting in a room with a wide shot of Heath Ledger's Joker sitting there. Like, there's a possibility that we see Jim Carrey's Riddler sitting in the same room with how do you say his name? Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Like, there is a world, like, anything can happen now once that Flash movie drops, because then anything and everything can be connected. We could even get nipples. Okay, we could get bat nipples.
Theoretically, you don't even need that to happen because it's already been implied as far as the episode of The Flash.
And then somebody said something about, what about him going back and trying to change things at whenever they try to tie this up? There's proof of that. And in the Batman versus Superman movie, he randomly shows up in the middle of it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and there's
so it's already happened
for it.
It's already happened. We just haven't seen it yet.
Hell yeah.
Bingo. Again, this universe will be greatly appreciated 10 years after it's finished.
Yeah. That'd be
What's really funny is that scene that you spoke about. I was sitting there watching it. It was just on TV, and I saw that part with my wife, and I looked over like, oh, she's like, what? I'm like, that's Flashpoint. He's talking about Flashpoint.
Yes. Okay. Now, the scene in the trailer, now there's 2 different things that we see Flash in. Is his running world, which is just the world sped up. And then we see him in a different realm that doesn't have a floor. We see him in one scene, and it's for about 5 frames, and he's standing like this, and everything's shooting by in long streams. I want to say that's a world between worlds type situation where he can go between the different.
Well, that would be like
that's probably the Speed Force.
Right. Yeah.
Just him going. Okay.
Going and going.
So that way he can.
No, it's just this even faster version of what we're normally seeing him running in.
Basically.
Okay, it's him once he broke all the barriers and he's now running.
Right.
That's my take.
Okay, fair enough. I like that.
Interesting.
So, you mind if I go back really quick, gentlemen, to our
yes, actually, let's finish.
We were waiting for that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. Well, awesome. Thank you. So, recycle, rewind, remake. What do we feel?
Cycle.
I said rewind.
I actually want to remake.
Hmm.
And I want to go bleak at the ending, like real fucking bleak. And So the whole story is about like him being a loner and shit like that, kind of like he's mentioned that at the beginning. And so how fucked up would it be, dude? Like at the end, when like he blows up the monster and he's underwater, but the craft blows up and ends up like killing her, who's pregnant the whole time, and then he comes up underwater and he's the only one fucking left.
That would be
after like finally being like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking settle down and not be the loner dude anymore, and then fucking and then end it like that, and then he's like lost out at sea on that. I don't know why they
would be.
Or take it one step further and he just realized that she's dead, and you see another one coming up behind him.
Yeah. Ooh.
There's one down there. There's more.
Right. That was my thought. I was expecting multiples, honestly.
That would have been cool because none of the movies that we've watched have had multiple creatures.
The Rift.
The Rift had a
as
bunch.
Shitty as it was, as shitty as it was, it had multiple monsters.
We don't talk about that pile of shit.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We dedicated a whole episode to pooping on it.
It's literally it holds a title right now. I'm pretty sure as the lowest
As
ranked.
the worst. Yeah.
Every film has its place.
Right.
Not all of them are good.
It is our job and it is our mission that Chad and I declared 2 years ago. Every film and any film that meets our criteria.
Just anything.
Fair enough.
And it has to be horror. And we've had talks because we've done things that border.
Yes.
We're like MST3K minus the talking over films, which I would love to do at some point.
Oh my God.
We can do it.
Yes.
I do it with wrestling, so we could totally do it.
Hell yeah.
Patreon coming soon.
So
we're gonna have to have an after show sidebar to talk about that at some point.
Yes.
Not tonight though, because Bobby's got to sleep.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Sleepy Bobby. But so I think we were on the rating.
Yes, I'm gonna give this a 2.25.
Okay.
Not as bad as I was expecting.
Bobby.
2.0.
That's actually higher than I was expecting.
Yeah, I was expecting Bobby to go low like Brody, dude.
I'll give it for what it's worth on certain things, but a 2.0, that's it. That's as nice as I'm ever going to be.
John?
I'm going to give it a 3. I feel like it was like a good middle of the road. And Chadwick.
I'm gonna say Heather hit the nail on the head and give it 3 1/4.
Okay.
As much as Joe loved it, he was a little more than generous.
Our score is pretty fair. It's 2.6.
That's not bad.
I think that's
not terrible.
Do we have the other underwater scores? We know Rift was like 1.3.
Yeah, let's compare them to the other 3 films.
Oh shit!
I don't remember Leviathan, but I feel like Leviathan
wasn't as low.
I don't think
I feel
Leviathan
like
was bad.
Yeah, I feel like we were in the 3s with Leviathan.
I really gotta type this shit up. Let me see. Aliens. I gotta look back.
It's all good,
Continue
dude.
talking.
No, man.
Sorry, I got a new notebook, so I gotta go back.
Ooh, new handy dandy, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah, buddy.
Nice.
We'll get a shared Google Doc one of these days. We'll get a nice Microsoft Excel spreadsheet going.
Okay,
on.
the Rift was 1.3. This is 2.6. Let's find Leviathan. Mask, Amityville 2, Prom
Like I said, they didn't have Daniel Stern though.
You turning those pages is making the ASMR listeners super happy.
What the fuck? I cannot find Leviathan in here.
Oh, man.
Oh wait, no. I didn't go back far enough. Sorry.
How far back was it? I don't even remember what episode that was.
Leviathan was 2.8.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
And what did we just give this one?
2.6.
2.6.
Wow, Leviathan actually beat it.
Leviathan has Peter Weller, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It does. It also has Daniel Stern.
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson.
Cast.
Yeah.
Again, everything makes sense for whatever fucking reason.
No,
And we
you're
just-
right.
And we
You're right.
just gave a very good reason. Cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daniel Stern looking at a pair of tits and saying, "What a pair."
That and Peter Welling just fucking duffing a bitch at the end of the movie. Like, you know what I mean?
No, he's just like, I've had enough of your shit, fam.
Like that was the perfect way to fucking end a movie, dude. What are we discussing here?
Holy shit!
The old Gore N More host.
Craven Payne.
What's up?
Wow, Wes, I have missed you, buddy.
What's up? We are discussing 1989's Deep Star,
Deep Star 6.
Wes, if you're watching, this is episode 99 for us, and we just reached 5.6 million plays in the network. So
we are doing wonderful.
We're doing wonderful.
Damn. All right.
What's up? So, guys, that was a pretty good score. And what's next week, Chad?
Next week is our 100th episode fan takeover extravaganza.
Yes. So we will have 4 fans, and they are Brody Kane, Steve Vasquez,
Scuba Steve,
Tyler Robofuck, and Heather Dye will be hosting the fan Gore N More episode 100 extravaganza. There's going to be roasting. There's going to be toasting. There's going to be rankings. There's going to be top episodes. There's going to be favorites. There's going to be worse. There's going to be all sorts of laughs. There's going to be crying. I can't wait for it. And that's going to be recorded this weekend and will be debuting at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Monday as the same as a normal episode, but we will be watching, interacting in the comment section as watchers just like you.
Oh, yeah.
So stay tuned for that awesome special episode. And then after that, we will resume normal reviews with what?
Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings.
Ooh, nice.
Such an interesting sequel.
I have not seen it, so if it's
same here.
You're not.
I'm only marginally to blame if it sucks because I picked Pumpkinhead and it's the year of the sequel.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Well,
it's gonna.
I love the sequels, and I was going through the other day, and I was like, I'm super excited for year 3 again because of my love, my intense love for sequels. We're gonna do Prom Night 2.
Yes, love it.
And that's probably that's going to get an extremely high score, mainly because Chad and I are just going to love the fuck out of that film, and I think John, you're just going to fucking eat it up.
Oh man, it's been a hot minute since I've seen it.
Yeah,
so
I've never seen it. That's the one where it kind of goes a little psychic, right?
Yeah, it's supernatural slasher with Michael Ironside, baby.
All
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. It's a Canadian film that happened during that sweet boom, and it's just like yes. But
yeah, dude.
And then Prom Night 3, of course. It's
there was a third.
Yeah,
a fourth.
And a 4. Deliver Us from Evil.
Oh shit!
The third one, Mary Lou escapes from the chains of hell, and then comes back.
Isn't the DVD package 2, 3, and 4?
Yes, sir.
The Mary Lou collection.
Yes,
I thought 3 was her escaping hell, but I could be wrong.
3 is her escaping hell. 4 is the priest. Yes. And again, Chad and I will start a campaign for a Blu-ray of Mary Lou. So Shout Factory Vinegar Syndrome.
How has that not happened? I mean, they've picked some real stinkers, but not Prom Night 2.
Really have. But
no more Wes says just no more April Fool's movies.
That's fair.
What did we do this year for April Fool's?
I don't remember. I don't remember back.
I don't think we had an April Fool's episode this year.
No.
I say I don't have the old list.
Was that?
Alex Props did April Fool's with us, right?
Yes. I don't know. I had to work. I missed that episode.
Yep. So that's why then. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was
all
that...
the ones for Chad's like I can't remember. It's like because we had a guest on Chad.
Yeah, so I was working.
The proverbial pussy doctor.
Oh God. Where's Chad tonight? Well, he had to go see the pussy doctor.
Oh
again.
yeah, Wes. Yeah, Wes, me, and Alex did that movie, and it was god awful. Wes, we never did The Dentist 2.
It's on Tubi. I saw that shit.
Well, I think that is all for this episode of the Gore N More podcast. Thank you for sticking it with us for 99 glorious episodes. Thank you for all you Project Louder listeners. Thank you for all you Gore hounds. And make sure to visit projectlouder.net, home of the Project Louder podcasting network, home to other great podcasts such as Box Office Banter, Comics and Kaijus, Louder Sports, Dream Warrior Review, this podcast, Gore N More, House of 1,000 Discourses, Jerk the Curtain, Rabbit Hole, Rants from the Black Lodge, Somewhat Supernatural, the TJ Bowser Power Hour, Two Guys on Friday, and the Wicked Wednesdays podcast. Find all of that, like I said, on projectlouder.net. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. So as always, this is your host with the most, Mr. 88, the man who leaves the ladies sore and begging for more, TJ Bowser, signing off.
Holy shit. Try saying all that with just one breath. Name all of our podcasts next episode without taking a breath.
Okay.
See how long it takes. Too.
Did I count right? Did you hit 14?
Something. It wasn't it that.
Damn.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly. My empire is growing.
It is, dude. Fast, too.
All right. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Chrisman, saying, see you next time, bitches.
This is Big Johnny D saying, see you later, Gorehounds.
This is your Killing Machine, Bobby and Moan saying, oh, fuck off. I'll see you next week.